Hey losers, I am actually on my way to a place called Summit Fitness. It's another locally owned gym here. I'm not switching gyms, don't worry, but they have a body composition scale. Now, I'm not gonna have them reveal the number. I don't wanna know, I wanna keep that till my birthday, but I do wanna just maybe like a gender reveal, you know, like have them slide it in a manila envelope.
Congratulations, honey, you win, you're fat.
Destined to do things I swear that you wouldn't believe.
I just want to know, you know, where my BMI is at, and then be able to compare, just have some more numbers. In hindsight, I probably should have done this a little sooner, but yeah, I think it's still important, you know, to see. I'm kind of analytical when it comes to numbers and seeing those kinds of things. I think it'll be cool to have some further evidence as far as how much muscle I've gained, how much fat I've lost, and just overall body composition. So I'm gonna head there now. He said it's like $10, which is kind of lame if you're not a member. So I'm gonna see if I can smooth talk him. But I'm excited to see what these numbers say. Heading there now. I'll check in with you guys when I get there. All right, guys, we made it. Gonna go in and see if they'll let me record the process too, but if not, I'll let you guys know how it goes. All right, losers. So, wouldn't let me take video, which I totally respect and understand. But you go in, there's a bunch of equipment, then off to the left, there's like an office, and it had, I'll see if I can find a stock photo of one and put it somewhere. Maybe we'll do this side, we'll do over here, of what it looked like. But it was basically just, it looked like a scale. You have to take your socks and shoes off and then clean your feet off. And then you stand on it and it dials for a little bit. And then you grab these little handles that come out. And according to the guy, he said it sends an electric current of sorts through, and it detects and measures the fat in your body. And it weighed me too, but it didn't say it out loud. I didn't look. I do have my readout. Maybe if you guys are quick enough to catch the numbers, or if you can pause it at the right time. I'm gonna fold this up, fold it in half and store it. So again, in hindsight, I probably should have done it first, but it's still plenty of time to get an idea of where I'm at, where I started. So I think this is good. This will be just another tool for motivating. Oh, and I was able to finagle him down to $5. So he went pretty hard on trying to get me a membership here, but they don't allow recording. It's a nice facility, super nice. It's kind of a weird layout though, like you go in through a hallway, like into a building and then into another building. It's like offset, it's different-y, but nice facility. And I'll be back here at the 50-day mark, so then we can compare numbers and then hopefully keep hitting here, see where my fat loss is, where my muscle gains are, and then overall weight loss. So it's worth it, you know, the $5. $10 would have been a rip-off, but $5 to get a little printout. And he said it breaks down like limbs and everything, like, you know, body fat percentages, but I'm not gonna look at it. So we'll get a look at that together on day 50, but we got it done. Hey losers, so 25 days. We're here at the gym. It's Friday and we've got back and biceps to take care of. So just did 45 minutes on the step climber, got a nice warm up. Gonna do a little bit of stretching, and then actually looking forward to going and doing some hex bar deadlift. I'll show you guys what that looks like downstairs. A couple different back isolation movements, and then maybe three isolation bicep movements. There's a couple of machines down there that do both, so you can get some back and some biceps simultaneously. So we might work some of those too. So, but just kind of, today I just went through the motions on the step climber. I'm not gonna try and make it something it wasn't, but we got 45 minutes done on level 6. So feel pretty good, got my blood flowing. So downstairs to move some metal. So Samuel, I know you had asked about the hex bar they have in particular. And there's you can see the variable hand grips on there. It's pretty cool. So that's what I do. I do the hex bar. I love straight bar deadlift, but I do more of a sumo version with a wider stance. So in lieu of that, I like to use the hex bar, and they have one here. So Pretty cool. This would be, you guys saw the legs, you saw a push with the shoulder movement for the compound. This is a pull, push, pull legs. So that's just a kind of a simple breakdown of it and kind of a modified version for me. I don't necessarily stick to it to a T, but this is what's working for me, so I enjoy it. Get to incorporate some of those compound movements, recruiting a lot of muscle groups together, burning a lot of calories, building muscle, burning fat, so it's all kind of working together. But I love hex bar deadlift. It minimizes some of the risk. Straight bar, especially since I still carry a lot of weight in the front, it's just hard for me to get down as low as I want, and I end up cat backing is what they call it, where I get curvature in my spine. It just puts me at risk of injury. So why assume the risk if the outcome or the reward would be injury? So I do this. It's a little modified, still a great workout, but this is my pull day. So now you guys are kind of seeing legs, push, pull, and the variables. Like I said, it's normally 6 days with 1 day off. I'm just doing 5 for right now. Maybe as we tick past 25 days, we'll extend that day, see if I feel any extra fatigue or burnout. But right now, just listening to my body and doing what works for me. I've seen this machine, and I know you guys have seen me in the other videos where I do the back machine where I'm pulling, but you get 2 grip variations there. This one's crazy. If you can see, it's like an S shape. And so you can change your positioning and literally target. So like more of like a lower or mid back, upper back. I don't know the specific muscle name, so you have to forgive me, but I pulled on it a few times already with the varying grips. So I think I'm gonna do 4 sets and try a series of grips just to get a good burn and good breakdown in my back. So super cool machine though. I love this gym. It's just me and wife here, so it's pretty great. So anyway, super cool machine. I'm excited for this one. I'd only used the one. I'd seen this one, but I, again, just kind of intimidated, but that's the freedom that comes with not having to wait for a machine and trying new things. So anyways, gonna check this one out. All right, losers, so I'm gonna finish with a superset for pulls for back, and then I'm gonna do some bicep work. So I'm gonna superset with the lat pull down and then the row over there. And I'm just gonna, the last, do 3 sets of each, try and choose a weight where I'm working to get the 10th rep. And then I'll probably back off the weight a little bit for the last set and just try and get some volume, really get in there and try and fatigue the muscles as much as I can. So, but continuing that theme of pull, as I mentioned. So if you guys want to use some of this for you, if you Google search push-pull legs, there's tons of variants of this specific workout. Like I said, I'm still just figuring machines out and learning as I go, trying some new things, seeing what works, what my body responds to. I think that's important. If you guys are ones that are able to get to the gym, do some exploring, see how things work. Ask somebody, don't be scared to ask either. If you're new to a machine, you want to know how it works or how best to use it. A lot of the machines, if you actually stop and take the time, it'll actually have a diagram that tells you exactly how the workout should happen and what areas you should be focusing on. So take some time, get familiar with some machines and explore a little bit. It's fun. Okay. So when I told you guys this is a bodybuilder's gym, I'll get some of the footage of some of the trophies and stuff. What a cool machine. It actually articulates. So it's like a hammer curl to start, and then you really pinch that peak of your bicep. I'm sure my form was terrible, but these actually move. They articulate. So I was turning my wrist down and then really pinching at the shortening of that bicep head. Oh my gosh. That changed the dynamic entirely. Those were much harder than the first 10, but they've got some really, really neat equipment, and I love having the freedom to explore. So I hate to keep rubbing your nose in it, but I love this gym so much. All right, losers, that is a wrap on day 25. We made it halfway there. It feels pretty incredible to stay this consistent, not only to my goals, but to myself. As we've talked about, showing up for yourself, making that commitment. And I'm just not going to allow myself to get lost in the big picture, because I know I've lost weight. I know I've lost inches. I can feel it. But I'm just going to keep focusing on winning every single day. So, and as you notice, 25, it's a big day. We're going to celebrate it. It's a big deal. Push forward to 50. And then after that, 51, and just keep moving that way. So, because, I mean, if you consider otherwise, having to lose 250 pounds, that's, where do you even start, you know? Well, you start with that first step, first day, focus on what you can. And then as you get more and more momentum, you start to do more. And that's what I'm looking forward to. But I'm so incredibly proud of myself for being at this point. Me from 25 days ago wouldn't have believed this was even possible. So I'm thankful to be in this headspace, and I'm tremendously grateful for the continued support. I can't wait to see the results at 50 days. I'm so excited. I did not look at those results. So went and got my body composition stuff done. Can't wait to compare those numbers. But it's good to have that as a landmark, so then when we hit 100 days, we can see the difference. So I know at my heaviest, my BMI was actually greater than 50%, my overall body mass index. So I was more, at that point, you have so much water weight, so much muscle, so much fat. I was more than half of my weight was attributed to fat. So I hope I'm not at that point now, but we'll see. Then we'll check those numbers at 50 days. So it's going to be a weigh-in. It's going to be checking body composition. And then we're really going to be able to fine-tune after that. Those metrics are important at that point, because then we can really start to dial in the nutrition and the workout program and things like that. But right now it's just getting myself here. So proud of myself for doing that. Tremendously grateful to wife, who's always behind my camera and always behind me in everything. So she's been incredibly supportive. Write that one down. Supportive. You guys have been incredibly supportive. I'm just gonna keep saying supportive. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're finding value in the content, please subscribe, ding the little bell. And if you haven't started yet, start tomorrow. Because starting that tomorrow, taking advantage of that tomorrow, not just letting it be words, has now led me to 25 days and that much closer to my goal. And if I can do it, I promise so can you. I believe in you guys. I love you. Thank you for the support. See you in the next one.
It's only a dream.